Good morning to you all. Hope all of you are doing well. So in the last class, we have seen the angle modulation, where we have seen the two types of angle modulation, the frequency modulation and phase modulation. So the frequency and phase of the signal will modulate based on the instantaneous value of the modulating signal. Okay, so I think in phase modulation, in frequency modulation, how we can represent that. Are you able to see the whiteboard? Are you able to see the whiteboard?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. तो मान लें अगर कोई एक सिग्नल है, एक साइनसॉइडल सिग्नल है, कोई भी इनपुट सिग्नल अगर मान लें, तो and we have a carrier like this. So what will happen in frequency modulation? As we already know that the frequency of the carrier will change based on the frequency, based on the instantaneous value of the modulating signal. तो हमारा ये है modulating signal, which is xt, and this is ct, the carrier. So what we will get the modulated signal as, so the frequency of this will modulate based on the instantaneous value of the modulating signal. So यहाँ पर हम क्या देख रहे हैं कि up to a certain limit the amplitude is increasing, and after that it is decreasing. So the frequency of the carrier will be minimum at this point, and will be maximum at this point. So frequency of the carrier will be maximum at this point and it will be minimum at this point. So इस पॉइंट पर कैरियर का मैक्सिमम फ्रीक्वेंसी मिलेगा और इस पॉइंट पर कैरियर का मिनिमम फ्रीक्वेंसी मिलेगा. तो यहाँ पर इसे कैसे हम रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं, लाइक यहाँ से डॉटेड लाइन ड्रॉ कर लें, सो दैट यहाँ पर क्या होगा, यहाँ से फ्रीक्वेंसी बढ़नी शुरू होगी. फ्रीक्वेंसी बढ़ना शुरू होगा मतलब क्या, कि नंबर ऑफ ऑसिलेशंस क्या होगा, इंक्रीज होगा पर यूनिट टाइम, है ना. फिर से ये डिक्रीज होना शुरू होगा. एक्चुअली एम्पलीट्यूड शुड रिमेन सेम. ये जो कैरियर का एम्पलीट्यूड है वो सेम रहेगा, वो नहीं वेरी करेगा. फ्रीक्वेंसी मॉड्यूलेशन में जो एम्पलीट्यूड है वो सेम रहेगा कैरियर का. सो इसे हम ऐसे दिखा सकते हैं, लाइक ये एक्चुअली रफली ड्रॉ कर रहा हूँ, इसलिए इट शुड बी लाइक दिस, नॉट अप टू दिस मच. सो ये पोर्शन नहीं होगा, एम्पलीट्यूड वेरी नहीं करेगा. आई थिंक ऑल ऑफ यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड दिस, दैट एम्पलीट्यूड वेरी नहीं करेगा. वेरी क्या करेगा, फ्रीक्वेंसी वेरी करेगा व्हेन वी आर डीलिंग विथ फ्रीक्वेंसी मॉड्यूलेशन. सो द फ्रीक्वेंसी विल मॉड्यूलेट. सो अब क्या हो गया, यहाँ पे फ्रीक्वेंसी धीरे धीरे कम होगी. एट दिस पॉइंट फ्रीक्वेंसी विल बी मिनिमम एंड अगेन इट विल इंक्रीज, है ना. तो यहाँ पर देख पा रहे होगे कि इस रेंज में क्या देख पा रहे हो कि फ्रीक्वेंसी क्या है, यहाँ पर इस रेंज में फ्रीक्वेंसी मैक्सिमम है. हाँ, और इस रेंज में क्या देख रहे हो, यहाँ पर देख रहे हो इस रेंज में यहाँ पर क्या देख पा रहे हो, दैट द फ्रीक्वेंसी इज मिनिमम, फ्रीक्वेंसी इज मिनिमम। सो यहाँ पर ये पिक्टोरियली दिखाने का क्या मतलब है, that the frequency of the carrier is increasing as the value of the modulating signal is increasing, and the frequency of the carrier is decreasing while the when the amplitude or the value of the modulating signal is decreasing, है ना? So we can so what we are doing here, we are modulating the frequency of the signal. Again there will be phase modulation. In that case, the phase, that is the angle of the signal, will change. So we will see the phasor diagram also. Now I am going to the next part of this session, that is frequency deviation. Okay, so अभी मैं जो बताने जा रहा हूँ frequency deviation. Frequency deviation. So frequency deviation नाम से पता क्या चल रहा है कि अपने सेंट्रल फ्रीक्वेंसी से जितना डेविएट करेगा, दैट इज द डेविएशन. सो यहाँ पर जो FC है, FC क्या है, FC इज द फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ द कैरियर. ओके, सो दिस FC विल चेंज, और वी कैन say it like omega c. So the frequency of carrier will change based on the modulating signal. So अपने सेंट्रल फ्रीक्वेंसी से, मान लें सेंट्रल वैल्यू FC है, तो इससे कितना वैरी हो रहा है, इससे कितना ज़्यादा हो रहा है और इससे कितना कम हो रहा है, दैट इज नोन एज डेविएशन. ओके, सो एज द फ्रीक्वेंसी इज डेविएटिंग, सो इट इज टर्म्ड एज frequency deviation. So I am going to the notes so that it will be more clear to you. Okay, so I think from the picture itself, so I think you can see the picture now, the notes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So from this picture you can easily see that this is the central frequency omega c. So here in the positive direction it is increasing by delta omega, and in the negative direction it is again decreasing by. So frequency जो हम लोग कह रहे हैं पॉजिटिव या नेगेटिव, एक्चुअली कहने का मतलब है कि फ्रीक्वेंसी पॉजिटिव या नेगेटिव नहीं होगा. इट इज पॉजिटिव मीन्स इंक्रीजिंग एंड नेगेटिव मीन्स डिक्रीजिंग. ओके, पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव का ये सेंस है, फ्रीक्वेंसी नेगेटिव में नहीं होगा. ओके, सो how we can define it? So the maximum change in the instantaneous frequency from the average, that is omega c, is known as the frequency deviation. So जो हमारा हम जो instantaneous frequency कल देखे थे, रिलेशन जो हम लोग एक्सप्रेशन देखे थे छोटा सा, so that instantaneous frequency is deviating from its average. Average मतलब अपने central frequency. So the central frequency is what? It is omega c. Okay, is known as the frequency deviation. Now frequency deviation can be determined with the help of the instantaneous frequency. So what the instantaneous frequency we have? I should not go this. So what is the central? Okay. So the instantaneous frequency we have already seen yesterday, that instantaneous frequency omega I is given by the change in central frequency, that is omega c, by the or based on the value of the xt. So that xt is depending upon the kf, that is kf is the proportionality constant, which is known as the frequency sensitivity. Okay, so the maximum change omega I is dependent on, ये किसके ऊपर dependent है? Magnitude and sign of kf of xt. Okay, So इसका जो भी मैग्नीट्यूड या साइन होगा, बेस्ड ऑन दैट वैल्यू this omega c will change, and that is known as the frequency modulation. So the maximum deviation, either positive or negative, is decided by the maximum magnitude. तो अभी इसका कितना मैग्नीट्यूड होगा इसके ऊपर डिपेंड करता है कि हमारे इंस्टेंटेनियस जो फ्रीक्वेंसी है उसमें कितना चेंज है. सो दिस इज टर्म्ड एज डेल्टा ओमेगा. ओके, now this is the useful parameter for bandwidth of FM. Okay, we will see it later. So now we are going to see the types of frequency modulation. So based on the value of kf of xt, okay, the value will change. So the bandwidth of FM depends on kf of xt. So deviation is higher, the bandwidth will be large. तो जितना ही ज्यादा डेविएशन होगा, जैसा कि हमने यहाँ पर पहले पिक्चर में दिखाया कि ये डेविएशन, द वैल्यू ऑफ डेल्टा ओमेगा, ये जितना ही ज्यादा होगा हमारा बैंड ऑफ फ्रीक्वेंसी उतना ही क्या होगा, बढ़ता जाएगा. ओके, सो हियर जितना ही ज्यादा होगा डेल्टा ओमेगा का वैल्यू, दैट इज फ्रीक्वेंसी डेविएशन का बैंडविड्थ उतना ही ज्यादा हो जाएगा. डिपेंड्स अपॉन द केफ ऑफ एक्सटी. सो व्हेन डेविएशन इज हाई, the bandwidth will be large and vice versa. Vice versa कहने का क्या मतलब है कि जब डेविएशन ज्यादा होगा bandwidth हाई होगा, डेविएशन कम होगा bandwidth लो होगा. Since deviation is controlled by kf of xt, so far given xt, the deviation and hence the bandwidth will be dependent on kf, frequency sensitivity. So if kf is small, the bandwidth will be narrow, and अगर kf का वैल्यू ज्यादा होगा, the bandwidth will be high. So based on the value of that kf, the FM is divided into two parts. First one is narrow band FM and second one is wide band FM. So for the small value of kf, we will have narrow band FM, and for the appreciable value, मतलब एक high, थोड़ा measurable value हो high, in that case it will be a wide band FM. Okay, so these are the things which you have to keep it in your mind. Okay, now narrow band FM. So what we know that the expression of FM in phasor form, हम लोग FM का expression देखे हैं already. Okay, so उसे phasor form में हम ऐसे show कर सकते हैं, a e to the power j omega ct plus kf of integral of xt dt. So how we can say it, that this a e to the power j omega ct plus kf of gt. So यहाँ पर इंटीग्रल ऑफ xt जो है उसको हम एक दूसरे फंक्शन से gt से रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं, सो दैट हमें ये बार बार नहीं शो करना पड़े. तो फॉर अ नैरो बैंड fm, kf gt यहाँ पर क्या है, ये gt इज द इंटीग्रल ऑफ द मैसेज सिग्नल और द बेस बैंड सिग्नल. So the value of kf of gt should be very less than 1 for all values of t. यहाँ पर इस kf of gt का वैल्यू क्या होना चाहिए, कम होना चाहिए. क्यों? क्योंकि we are dealing with narrow band FM. Okay, so this should be very less than kf, very less than 1. So now here there are two parts, a e to the power j omega ct plus kf of gt. तो इसे जब हम यूलर्स फॉर्म में ब्रेक करेंगे, then it can be written as cos theta, that is omega ct plus j sin theta, है ना. तो यहाँ पे थीटा के फॉर्म में क्या है, दिस ओमेगा ct plus k of gt, ये पूरा है. So I am just writing, if we have e to the power j omega c, in that case what we will have, cos theta means j omega ct. In that case we will have cos omega ct plus j sin omega ct. ओके, तो यूलर्स फॉर्म में ब्रेक करेंगे इसे हम, देन वी विल हैव ये जो प्रोपोर्शन है a e to the power j omega ct plus kf of gt. तो यहाँ पर दो पार्ट्स आएगा. क्या क्या पार्ट्स आएगा इसे मैं लिख देता हूँ यहाँ पर, इसे पहले ब्रेक कर लूँ ऐसे, a to the power j omega ct into e to the power kf gt. Okay, we can write it in this way, I. should also be there. तो इसे हम ब्रेक करें तो we can write is at e to the power j omega ct into e to the power j kf of gt, whatever is written here. So there are two parts. Okay. So for a narrow band FM, kf of gt should be very very less than 1. तो हम क्या कर रहे हैं, हम पहले इस वाले पोर्शन का वैल्यू फाइंड आउट कर रहे हैं. ओके, वी आर फाइंडिंग आउट द वैल्यू ऑफ दिस पोर्शन ओनली. ओके, सो hence this e to the power j kf of gt, can it be written as 1 plus j kf of gt? Can it be written like that? तो इसे हम कैसे देख सकते हैं? So यहाँ पर हमने क्या लिखा है, e to the power j kf of gt. Is it visible to you, whatever I am writing? Is it visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it can be written as cos kf of gt plus j sin kf of gt. So ये यही क्या है, अभी इसे हम क्या लिख सकते हैं? अभी हमने क्या कहा, kf of gt क्या है? kf of gt, kf of gt, the value, this value is very very less than 1. So if it is very very less than 1, so what we know in terms of cos theta, in terms of cos theta, if theta is very very less than 1, in that case what happens? In that case what happens? What is the value of cos 0? What is the value of cos 0?
1.
1.
But in case of sin 0, what is the value of sin 0?
0.
0.
Okay, so so what we are telling, that the theta is very very less than 1. So if theta is very very less than 1, so we are taking as it is approaching to 0. Okay, so we can write this function as 1, because cos theta, if theta is nearly 0, in that case the value will be 1 plus j sin kf of gt. So j sin kf of gt, so sin theta. So if theta is very very less than 1, if it is approaching 0, in that case what we can conclude here, that if sin theta, that is sorry, sin 0 degree लिखा है मैंने यहाँ पर. हाँ, तो sin theta is equal to theta if theta is very very less than 1 or theta is approaching 0. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
This can be written as kf of gt. So we have sin theta here, and sin theta is equal to theta when theta is approaching to 0. That is if theta is very very less than 1. Okay, so in this way we can write this e to the power j kf of gt is approximately equal to 1 plus j kf of gt. Now अब ये जो वैल्यू आया e to the power j kf of gt, इसका वैल्यू हम लोग इस इक्वेशन 1 में रखते हैं, and then we will get what we have. We have 1 plus j kf of gt, we have e to the power j omega ct. So we have 1, 2 and 3 terms. So इस जो term का value है, we have calculated it here. So it can be written as a1 plus j kf of gt to the power j omega ct. So now FM signal is the real part of equation 2. Now as we have already seen in the previous class, that it is the for this phasor Euler's equation, the real part is represented for FM signal. So this is the signal where imaginary and real both parts are present here. So what we are interested with? We are interested with only the real part of this particular signal. ये जो हमें सिग्नल मिला है, हम इसके सिर्फ रियल पार्ट के लिए ही इंटरेस्टेड हैं. तो अभी यहाँ पर रियल पार्ट देखें, तो इसे हम क्या कर सकते हैं? 1 मिनट. अभी हम यहाँ पर क्या देख सकते हैं, दैट अगर इसको भी हम ब्रेक कर लें, ब्रेक करें तो क्या आएगा? A 1 plus j kf of gt cos j theta है, तो so this cos omega ct plus j sin omega ct ये आएगा. अभी इसे क्या करें, हम ब्रेक करेंगे तो क्या होगा? वी हैव a cos omega ct, a cos omega ct. ओके, हम सिर्फ रियल पार्ट्स के लिए इंटरेस्टेड हैं, तो इसे थोड़ा ब्रेक करके दिखा दो तो बेटर होगा आई थिंक. सो यहाँ पर हमें क्या मिला है? a cos omega ct plus a j kf of, I think you can do this calculation by yourself also. Cos omega ct plus a. So firstly, what we have done, what I have done, I have multiplied this and this with this term, and again I will multiply this and this with this term. Okay, so what we will have, a j sin of omega ct plus a. So अब मैं क्या मल्टीप्लाई करने जा रहा हूँ? मैं मल्टीप्लाई करने जा रहा हूँ इस a को, इस 1 को पहले मल्टीप्लाई कर लिया, अब इसे मल्टीप्लाई करूंगा, इससे मल्टीप्लाई करूंगा, इससे मल्टीप्लाई करूंगा. देन व्हाट वी विल हैव, वी हैव, आई हैव अ j स्क्वायर हियर. सो j स्क्वायर का वैल्यू हमें क्या होता है? j स्क्वायर का वैल्यू 1, एंड वी विल हैव j kf of gt sin omega ct. ओके, सो यहाँ पर इसे अगर यहाँ से हटा दूं तो यहाँ माइनस साइन आ जाएगा. ओके, सो अभी यहाँ पर हमारे पास रियल पार्ट वाला जो टर्म्स है वो कौन कौन सा टर्म्स है? एक ये टर्म है रियल पार्ट वाला, और एक ये पार्ट है रियल पार्ट, रियल वैल्यू. ये इसमें भी इमेजिनरी वाला पार्ट आ रहा है और इसमें भी इमेजिनरी वाला पार्ट आ रहा है. सो ये सिर्फ रियल पार्ट हम लोग इंटरेस्टेड है, रियल पार्ट के लिए. सो यहाँ पर a cos ओमेगा ct माइनस a kf of gt sin omega ct, a kf of gt sin omega ct, where gt is nothing but the integral of the modulating signal. Okay, so यहाँ पे कैलकुलेशन थोड़ा सा पार्ट था, you can do it by yourself also. Okay, now so whatever the signal we have found, so this signal is the signal for the frequency modulated signal. Okay, a cos omega ct plus kf of gt sin omega ct. Now in a similar way, अगर हम फेज मॉड्यूलेशन के लिए, नैरो बैंड फेज मॉड्यूलेशन के लिए इक्वेशन निकालना चाहें, then we will have a same type of signal, but there is a difference only in the value here, the deviation part, that is kp of xt यहाँ पर है, और यहाँ पर क्या है? Here it is kf of gt. Okay, so where gt is the integral of the baseband signal. तो इन दोनों में सिर्फ इतने का डिफरेंस आएगा, that we will get kp of xt here, and in case of frequency modulation we have got kf of gt here. You can differentiate it. Okay, now from the above expression it is clear, it is seen that fm and pm are very similar to expression of am signal with a slight modification. am signal जो था, am signal में हम क्या देखे थे? am signal में हमें जो इक्वेशन मिला था, we have the equation as s am t. So it was represented as what? A1 plus m of xt cos omega ct. तो अभी इसे अगर हम ब्रेक कर दें तो देन व्हाट वी विल हैव a cos of omega ct plus a m of xt cos omega ct. Okay, so you can see here that in case of amplitude modulation we have got this type of expression, and in case of phase modulation and frequency modulation we are getting the same type of, approximately same. That is, first component is a cos omega ct. Here also we have a cos omega ct. Then we have a m xt cos omega ct. Here we also have a kp of xt sin omega ct. So more or less they are looking same, है ना? So all these type of
सर केपी क्या है यहाँ?
it is the sensitivity, phase sensitivity. Okay, so यहाँ पर amplitude modulation के केस में भी बहुत सारी जगह देखोगे that m के जगह यहाँ पर एक दूसरे कांस्टेंट से रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं, किसी दूसरे वेरिएबल से, and that is also known as the amplitude sensitivity in case of amplitude modulation. Okay, so here we are, this equation is representing the phase modulation. So this kp is the proportionality constant which is known as phase sensitivity. And in case of frequency modulation we have kf. So this kf is frequency sensitivity. Okay, so from the expression we can conclude that the frequencies are more or less, the equations are more or less same. So hence the bandwidth of narrow band FM is same as that of AM. Okay, so bandwidth भी same है for narrow band FM, जैसा कि हमें amplitude modulation के केस में 2 FM मिलता है. Here we will get the same bandwidth as 2 FM. Now अभी तो हमने expression देखा FM का, तो based on that particular expression we have drawn this block diagram. So this is nothing but, you can say, the generation of FM signal, FM generator. So what the signal I have, we have a signal in the cos omega ct, that is the carrier part. So there is a local oscillator. So again with cos omega ct we have a sin omega ct also in the expression. So we need a phase shifter, 90-degree phase shifter. So with the phase shifter we can easily get sin omega ct from cos omega ct. So here is, we have gt. So what gt is? gt is the integral of xt. So we have the baseband signal as xt. So this xt is passed through an integrator, then we will get the integration of, so this gt is nothing but the integral of xt. Okay, so now by passing through the balanced modulator we can easily get the so in case of amplitude modulation we have seen that we have got the modulated signal after passing it through the balanced modulator. In the same way we can get this equation. So we can get this FM after passing through the balanced modulator. So in this way we can get the frequency modulation. Now what we have to see is the single tone frequency modulation. We have already seen that what is meant by single tone. Single tone is based upon the number of frequencies components in the baseband signal. So if only one frequency component or the spectral component is available in the modulating signal, then we say it as single tone signal. So we have taken xt, the single tone modulating signal, as Vm of cos omega mt, where Vm is the maximum amplitude and omega m is the frequency of the modulating signal. So the instantaneous frequency of the modulated signal is given as, we have already seen that the instantaneous frequency of signal can be written as omega I is equal to omega c kf of gt, kf of xt. So xt is what? Xt is the modulating signal. So based on the amplitude of the magnitude of this particular term, the maximum deviation also be calculated. So here the value of xt is, we have put it here. So Vm cos omega mt. We have omega c. So what this kf of Vm is? Kf of Vm is what? So this is represented as delta omega. We have seen that the delta omega depends upon the maximum amplitude or the maximum magnitude of kf of xt. So kf of xt is not kf of xt is nothing but the magnitude part of the modulating signal. So this delta omega, phase angle of the modulated wave can be obtained by integrating equation 2. Yeah. So in the last class, in yesterday, I have also told you that if we have phase and we want frequency, then what we can do? We want frequency, then we will differentiate the phase. In the opposite way, if we have frequency and we want phase, then what we need to do? We need to do integration. Okay, so frequency term को integrate करेंगे, then we will get the phase. और जब हमारे phase जब हमारे पास हो, phase angle हो और हमें frequency निकालना हो, then we will differentiate that. Okay, so what we have here, we have here the instantaneous frequency, and if we want to calculate the phase or phase angle of the modulated wave, then we can get it. So what we will get? So we are interested to find out the phi I, the phase angle. So this is the integration of omega I dt. Omega I, so omega I is nothing but the omega c del omega cos of omega mt. So we are integrating it omega ct plus del omega by omega m sin omega ct. So cos omega mt, the integration is 1 by omega m sin omega mt. So here we have got the phase angle. Now this, what is this del omega by omega m? Del omega by omega m. This is the mf, or you can say beta. Okay, so this is the modulation index for FM. Okay, so this mf is, again we have the value of delta omega. The value of delta omega as kf of Vm, where kf of Vm is, kf is the frequency sensitivity and Vm is the maximum amplitude of the modulating signal. So we have the modulation index of FM as del omega by omega m, where del omega is the maximum deviation and omega m is the maximum frequency in the modulating signal. So this A cos phi I is what? Phi I is the instantaneous phase angle. So this A cos omega ct, what we have got here, A cos omega ct plus mf sin omega mt, which is the expression for single tone FM. Okay, so this is the expression for single tone FM. So अभी हमें थोड़ा सा एक चीज और देखना है, but I think okay, देख लेते हैं इसे। अभी तक हमने क्या देखा कि जो टाइप्स ऑफ फ्रीक्वेंसी मॉड्यूलेशन है वो डिपेंड कर रहा है किसके ऊपर, KF के ऊपर। KF is the frequency sensitivity. So we have seen that if the value of KF is very less than 1, it is termed as narrow band FM, and if if it has some measurable value, that is some appreciable value, in that case, it is termed as wideband FM. So in the same way, modulation index MF decides the type of FM, whether narrow band or wideband FM, as because it is directly proportional to the frequency deviation. Okay, so MF is directly proportional to MF. That is, MF is what? MF is the modulation index for FM, and we have seen that the value of MF is equal to del omega by omega m. It can also be written as del F by FM. Okay, so this MF is directly proportional to delta F. MF is directly proportional to delta F. Delta F कह सकते हैं या फिर इसे क्या कह सकते हैं, डेल्टा ओमेगा. Okay, so for MF less than 0.5, MF less than 0.5, it is termed as narrowband FM, and MF greater than 0.5, it is termed as wideband FM. So we can calculate the, we can find out the expression for the model for narrowband FM like this. So we have the narrowband FM signal is defined as, we have already seen that S of FMT is equal to A cos omega CT minus A kf of GT sin omega CT. We have already seen that, where GT is equal to integral of XT and XT is equal to Vm of cos omega MT. So we are putting the value of XT here, so we can calculate the value of GT as Vm of sin omega MT, and this can be represented as A cos omega CT minus. So what we are doing here, we are putting the value of GT in this expression. Okay, we are putting the value of GT. Here we have GT, the value of GT. We are putting the value of GT here for a signal. So we have this the Vm by omega m and A cos omega CT A, this Kf. So Kf Vm by omega m. So this Kf of Vm is nothing but delta omega. Kf of Vm is, this is delta omega. Okay. Sorry. In this way, we have got here del omega by omega m, and this del omega by omega m is MF. Okay, the modulation index. So which is the expression for narrowband FM. So we have written the expression in terms of modulation index. Okay, so here we have one this equation. Instead of this, we have one equation here. So based on the problem, we can use different types of equations. So here we have the equation in this term, and here we have the equation in terms of modulation index, and the normal form which we have discussed earlier, like this. So this is all about the narrowband FM. So let me take the screenshot of the numbers present here.